Hello everybody. How are you today? So today I want to talk to you about how to get your face prepped and ready so you can have that flawless look. Now, obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're prepping your skin. So I've already washed my face, so I'm just going to spray it with some water so then I can add some serum on there. I like to add like a tightening serum because it just really helps. It really helps with the application. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys on one side versus the other side so you can kind of see how the application kind of makes a huge difference. Okay, so I'm going to apply my primer, but I actually use setting spray as my primer and my setting spray because I'm oilier skinned, and so I always want to make sure that I'm kind of double dutying and keeping my skin protected. So if you struggle with that too, make sure you comment that below. So I'm first going to use my translucent powder. Okay, so I like to put my translucent powder on with a powder puff because it seems to get into my skin better. Okay, so I like to just kind of put that in there, just push it in there into those areas, or you can use a brush similar to this one. You can just pat it on in there if you want. Now I know this looks a little bit white right now, and that's translucent powder for you, but we're going to be covering it so you don't have to worry about it. What this also is going to do is help reduce that pore size. So if you struggle with larger pores, which I do right in this area, it's going to help reduce that. So it's not going to be as visible. You can never remove pores. You can always just make it less visible, right? And that's what you want, less visibility. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to just throw on another layer of that setting spray so it kind of sets it. Now, my secret weapon is a wet blender. Especially for a flawless application, you want a wet blender. Now, obviously, before you go on applying any foundation, you want to make sure that you check that foundation, make sure it matches, right? Because we don't want that weird, right? So I match for my chest, okay? Because everybody's looking at my chest. So mine is wax based, so I'm gonna just kind of warm it up. Oops, I don't want to put it on that side. I only want to do it on one side. And then I'm just going to take my blender and I'm just going to like pat that in there. Okay. So I know it's going to look a little bit darker on my skin because my chest is darker and I'm only doing one side of my face. So I know it's going to look a little bit off, but this way you guys get a really good look. Now, so when I put my foundation on, I pat it in. You can also pull and you can push and roll. Okay, application is completely your choice. However, with wax-based foundation, you do not want to you do not want to like rub or pull, right? You don't want to, right? Because then that defeats the whole purpose of what you're trying to do. Okay, I'm just going to take it right down the nose here. Okay, so again, it matches my chest. It's matching my chest. Let me get my brush out here. So I also like to use this brush right here. This is great for just like touching up, getting into those areas. Now I don't do tons on my eyelid, okay? Or underneath my eye, because I know I'm going to be putting other stuff on, okay? So this is going to help give me that flawless application. Now, what I want to do now is I want to take that powder puff again. I'm going to take this translucent powder off of there. I'm going to take this little powder puff, okay? And I'm going in and I'm just going to set that foundation in, okay? Powder puff is amazing when it comes to translucent powder for me in my skin. Now, a lot of translucent powders will cause the wrinkles to show more. I have not found that with this one, and I show just about everything. I show just about everything when it comes to, and as you can see here, the sun doesn't hit down in here, so I have to apply the foundation down in here too a little bit, because the way that the sun hits me, it doesn't get this side, so it looks a little bit off at times, but that's okay. That's totally okay. So all I'm doing is I'm putting that powder. It's also giving me extra oil control. If you look here, I missed a spot and you guys didn't tell me that. Walking around here with my nose ring hole sticking out. I need to get that re-pierced, by the way. So how many of you have done this process before? Like, if you've done the process before, make sure you comment below, because I'm curious. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take my, I'm going to take my washcloth here. And I'm just going to split that so you guys can kind of see the difference here. Okay. So you can tell that it's really holding on and it's not making those pores look super visible, anything like that. And I haven't even gotten into, like contouring, concealing, any of that. So what I like to do next is I like to take that setting spray. I like to spray it on my face. I let it sit here for a good 4 to 5 minutes. I go do what else I'm supposed to do or do my hair, and that's gonna lock and load it for the rest of the day. Okay, guys? So that's what I like to do in order to get a flawless application. Again, everybody's method is completely different. However, this, I have found that this method has been A, lasts longer, B, most compatible with all skin types, and C, it helps that foundation last all day, okay, without it smearing or rubbing. But this also keeps it from coming off or anything like that. So if you haven't seen my video on how well the setting spray doesn't even move the foundation, comment below and I'll tag you on that video. It's super cool. It's insane how it doesn't go anywhere. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.